coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
To the air, it's Drones. Pocket starts to collapse. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. On the move, it's Tootin. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Drones. He's right on target. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Huge moment coming here as they try to quiet this raucous, crazy crowd. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quick strike complete. Stopped after making the catch. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Scanning the field, it's Drones. Fires into the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Quick handoff. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get in a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.